Excuse me.
Right. Yeah, I think, Ruby, I think we're live.
Right.
This time, I think we are live. All right. I don't know about you guys, but we have here. We're gonna go live on Instagram too, and now we are live in both places. Let me close the. Let's see. Let's see if I can. Ruby, where are you? Oh, now I lost. Hello, Ruby? Okay. So guys, that was a test. Hi. Let me just disconnect and we'll go live again. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Share screen. There you go. Ruby, you're here. Now we just need to unmute you.
I accidentally touched the wrong button.
All right. It's so interesting. Okay, so share. We're not going to share that. Discard. Here we go. Because so now, all right. So now there is something else. Now I need to find a way to go live on Instagram. Oh my. Just give me 1 second.
Sure.
And guys, if you are watching us here, please don't be alarmed. It's like you have Rubye Braye with us and myself. And now I'm gonna ask my son to come and help me with Instagram. Just bear with us, okay? We're live, but today is a special day. All right, so now we're gonna be live on Instagram. We're live on YouTube, right? Okay, guys. Just give us one second. And we will. So for those of you who are on YouTube, guys, it's been a while. It's been a while, and since the last time I was going live, and I am honored to have this first live after a long break, and there was a reason for it. And we're gonna go live. Thank you so much, Zhanna. My son, we are live on Instagram now. Thank you for everybody's patience. And we are back with a program that's called Dream Big with Zhanna, inspiring you to reignite, refire, and refuel your life. Hi. Hi, guys. Thank you so much for joining us on Instagram. Like I said, it's been a while. Ruby, I am so grateful for your patience. And today, if you have problems with technology, that's okay, because it seems like it's a theme, but we're not going to have any problems with the conversation and with the value that we're going to bring to everybody. The reason we are here today with my dear friend and just an amazing soul, Dr. Rubye Braye, is because we're going to talk about her new endeavor, and not only her new endeavor, but how you could be a part of it too, because Ruby has been a fascination of my life for a long time, since the moment we met. She is I call her a 444 lady. If you are in any way connected to spirituality, which I'm deeply connected to, we are all connected, whether you know or not, with the divine. So when we met, Ruby, I gotta tell the story to people.
Please do.
Yeah, when we met, we were in one of the business programs. just one of the coaching programs, and Ruby and we were roommates. And that's when she told me that she wakes up every morning at 4:44 a.m. without any alarm clock. And so that 444 is the angel numbers. It's when the angels reveal their presence to you, and you know that you are never alone in this beautiful universe. I kind of listened to that, but I wanted to put it to test. Like, how can a person wake up at the same time every morning? And guess what? And I asked Ruby to tap me on the shoulder when she looks at the clock in the morning. And believe me, every night, and I think we stayed there for 4 nights. Hi guys on Instagram. Every morning it was exactly the same story. I did not hear the alarm, but she would wake me up and she said, look at the clock. And the clock would always be 4:44. Since then, Ruby, you are an inspiration in my life. It's not only that, it's because she's really, really spiritual. You will know from this conversation. She is, I don't even know where to start. We did an interview with Ruby several times in the past. You can look at them on my YouTube channel. Last time when I was preparing for today, we talked about conflict resolution. Ruby is actually an executive coach, and I can read a little bit from her bio what she did, and she still does. It's basically Dr. Rubye Braye, this is the official piece, is a solution-oriented professional certified executive coach with more than 25 years of experience supporting executives in creating organizations where employees and clients thrive. She works with clients in different types of organizations, always seeking to understand the essence of their personal, team, board, and performance needs. Then she supports them in creating actions to address their needs. Her specialty is the resolution of conflict for improved communications and relationships. Her commitment to genuinely listen and deeply engage with clients has resulted in them creating effective solutions and outcomes. Dr. Rubye Braye has been described by clients and colleagues as one who is rich and full of robust information and learning, with integrity, loyalty, and commitment to her discipline, those she serves, and the difference she makes in our world. When not working, Ruby makes time to enjoy family and friends. She also loves and takes pleasure in reading, dining, traveling, to touring art and battleship museums. And so touring and traveling became so big in her life and kind of came into the forefront of what she is doing, exploring the world, that she actually decided to start another business. So Ruby,
Yes.
welcome to the show, first of all.
Hi, Zhanna.
All my love, and it's just such an honor. And thank you for dealing with these technicalities, and everybody who is watching and listening to us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to give a special thank you to Vladimir Begun. Volodya, thank you for saving our live today on YouTube, because we couldn't get in. All right. So with that said, Ruby, I am thrilled. If we could start maybe with a little bit of your story, like background story, like how, because you've had such amazing experiences throughout the life, and your trajectory as a professional and a business owner is just one of a kind. So maybe we can start from the very beginning and how it led to you starting a travel business at a young age of 70. Sure. We just celebrated your 70th birthday. And then Rubye reveals it like, Zhanna, by the way, I started a new business. I'm like, no wonder, this is Rubye. Okay, so let's start from the very beginning, from the revolution.
Well, you know what? Let me connect my elementary years to my senior years. When I was a little kid, I had two cards, a library card and a YMCA card. The library card was used so that I would have an opportunity to learn and see what the world was like. And the YMCA card was so that I wouldn't drown going swimming. Well, that library card provided me access to National Geographic magazine. And I loved going through the pages week after week, month after month, to see all the new places that were being featured, and the people and the food and the animals and all the things that were different from my little neighborhood in Montgomery. And I decided as a little kid in elementary school that one day I would go see many of those places. And so in the last 30, 40 years, when I have not been working, I have been out traveling. And I still have places that are on my bucket list. And so one day I woke up recently at like 3 o'clock. In fact, it was like 2.5 weeks ago. And normally I'll read the news around that 444 time. And I accidentally called a friend who's in a professional association with me. Well, this lady's married, and I felt like, oh my God, her husband is going to think I have lost my mind calling their house between 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning. Mm-hmm. Well, I hung up quickly before she answered, but she could see that I had called her. So around 9 o'clock the next morning, she called me back, and she runs a virtual assistant call center business. Mm-hmm. And she said, you know, Dr. Braye, I noticed that you called me. Was there an emergency or anything? And I explained, no, that it had happened accidentally. And she said, oh, by the way, you travel all the time. And she said, I have something you may be interested in. Me and my husband have just started this travel agency, and I'd love for you to hear how it works if you have the time. And being kind, I said, sure. I mean, life is so busy, I just couldn't imagine adding one more thing. But when I listened to her describe what she was doing and that you could save money on travel and make money on travel, I was all ears. Mm-hmm. And I am so glad. In fact, in the 2 weeks, it has been wonderful to share with other people I know who love traveling as much as I do. So that's what I've been up to. I mean, I still coach. I still review documents now and again for people who are working on their dissertations for their PhDs. Yeah. But I have, this year alone, been to Mexico, to Alaska. I've taken the train across Canada. I'm getting ready to go to the Caribbean on a 2-week cruise. And in December, we'll go back to Europe. We were there last year for a 2-week cruise of the Med, and then we took the train for 10 days through Europe. And so it's wonderful to this time get to Northern Africa. So we'll get to go to Morocco when we go this time. If there are any of you who have dreamed of going to India, Vietnam, Cambodia, into Africa, in fact, my sister and I went on a cruise to Hawaii and saw Lahaina. And I'm so glad that we did, because it had this huge tree with the leaves that rested on the ground. And I understand that tree was burned. And so had we not taken the Hawaiian cruise going to Tahiti, we would not have seen Lahaina before it burned. So there are some things that if you don't do now, like going to see the glaciers in Alaska. Yeah. I was looking today where the ice is melting so quickly and falling down into the bay that there will come a time in the near future when there will be none of these icebergs for us to see. Yeah. So it has helped me learn the importance of stewardship. When they say get rid of styrofoam, get rid of plastic, take bags back and forth to the grocery store, it has helped me, travel has helped me understand why these things are so important. That being good steward makes a difference locally, nationally, and internationally.
That's beautiful, beautiful. So your sister inspired you in a way, right? With her story. Could you please tell?
Yes,
'Cause I know a little bit of the story of your sister and how she got into that business, but how
sure.
everything in life is connected. Because I hope it can resonate with some people who are thinking about doing maybe something unusual, or travel is their passion, and
Mhm.
this opportunity comes along. So yeah, please share your sister's story. She
Well, we
used
grew up in Montgomery, Alabama, in the middle of the civil rights movement. We lived on the street where Dr. King's office was located. In fact, it was in a fraternal hospital, and I was born in that hospital. It was the next block from our house. Well, when the civil rights movement started and the protest with the bus boycott, Dr. King was a young pastor who had just finished school at Boston University and took his first church in Montgomery. He became the leader of the movement there in Montgomery. My sister was looking for work about 8 or 9 years ago, and the church invited her to apply as the tour director for Dexter Avenue King Memorial Baptist Church. And she served as their tour director, I think, for 7 years. And when COVID started, everything was closed. And so the church was closed and she lost her job. And her friends who were tour directors said, Wanda, you are so good. People are still coming and wanting to see and wanting to have discussions even on the internet. We suggest you start a business. And she started Legendary Tours. If you go out on the internet and type Wanda H. Battle, Legendary Tours, you will see this business that has exploded in 3 years. She's been featured on Yelp as one of the #1 tour guides in Alabama. She is featured in Southern Living magazine. She has been, in the local newspaper many times. And when she realized that she sees hundreds of people each week, that many of those people need services in addition to tour managers. They need hotels, they need airfare, they go to restaurants, they come and do movies in addition to the tours. They sometimes leave us and require passports and visas going in and out of the country. And she said, I could provide those services. So when I found out about the travel industry as this $9 billion industry, and so many people now that we are past COVID who are saying, I want to go to Disney, I want to go to Hawaii, I want to take the train, I want to see the icebergs in Alaska, I want to go to Europe. People are everywhere traveling. She said, you know what, Rubye, I could do this with you. So not only have I become a travel agency owner, my sister has started that as a division of her business as well, along with a half dozen other people we've shared with. So if you have any idea that you would like to save money with travel or make money, give me a call. And before we end the call today, I'll share information with you about how to do that.
You can do it right now. Yes, absolutely.
Wonderful. Well, I've got a telephone number you can call. It's 888-381-6864. I'll say it again. 888-381-6864. I've got an email, and you can send me an email and I'll follow up with you fairly quickly. That's my first initial last name, RBRAYE at WULIturtle.com. Wuli Turtle. That means patterns of organic energy. It's a Chinese phrase that means this is how you take your dreams and visions and turn them into reality, into organic, touchable, seeable, feelable matter. And then the last thing is I have 2 membership websites that are free. You have to sign up in order to see the reduced cost, but 80 to 90% of the time you'll have savings over many of the other websites that you're using. And so I invite you to use the websites. One is www.vortex365.com/WULI travel.
Yes.
And then the second one is trapmanatee.com/Wooly travel. So you just put in www.trapmanatey.com/WULI travel, and you'll get to me. And if for some reason it doesn't show up, just give me a call or send me an email. Absolutely. And I will set you right up with a free link to my 2 websites, and you can book it easily, directly, and get savings. I'd love to support you. And we also do group travel. So we take people to the Holy Land. We can take you to a group to Florida, to Disney. We can plan for family reunions, many ways that we connect. By the way, the family reunion people, families are the number one way that people travel, going to see their families. And so if you're thinking about earning some money, we're approaching the busiest time of the year. More people travel at Thanksgiving and Christmas time than even in the summertime. So get in touch with me if you have been thinking about doing something with travel, if you'd like to save some money or make some money.
Yes, exactly. And I just want to say, Rubye, for everyone, the reason I'm talking with Rubye, I mean, we are having this conversation is because anything that she starts, I wholeheartedly, without even looking at it, not only endorse it, I recommend, because I know it's going to work, and I know she is a person of such integrity that it's a rare case in this world. And she's really, really passionate about this travel thing and endeavor, because she, like she explained already, she travels a lot herself. We couldn't connect last year so much because you were always on the go. Like, oh, I'm in Alaska, I'm somewhere else, I forgot even where, I just lost track of where you were. And my other thing, I want people to know that faith in your case, in my life too, but faith and just the belief in the divine. It's not, we're not talking about religion, in any religions for that matter, but it's just about the faith that is inside of you, that everything is working out in your favor, right? Like the universe always has your back. You just said it, even your website has this woo. I even remember, like, I only remember that it's a woolly turtle, right? No, woolly turtle, right? That was the coaching website that you had. Could you please speak a little bit about what faith and the belief in the divine connection, your connection with the divine, plays a role in anything you do? Maybe you have like a story or two to share about how your dreams that were not tangible in this 3D reality, they actually, you turned them into you have a gazillion of stories like that. So I know I can ask you that. So anything that comes to mind. Because for people, you know why I want you to share the story? Because people who would love to travel, but they may be thinking to themselves, oh, I don't even have the means to travel, right? It's something that is not even in their consciousness right now. It's something unreachable for them. If you have a story or two to share, not necessarily about travel, but just in general, if something that you were thinking about and you thought, I don't have it yet, you worked with the divine, with the total faith, and it actually became your reality.
I thank you, Zhanna. I absolutely believe that creator energy is in every one of us, and it has nothing to do with religion. I sense that everything that we can see, feel, touch, experience is the result of creative energy that is a mystery. And I have no answers, and religion does not provide answers for me. So I stay away from what I call mumbo jumbo. It's all made up stuff. What I have come to accept is that when I embrace this mystery, that I can be open where I hear and feel messages come to me. And when I say yes, I can test the message to see whether or not it feels sublime and of divine energy. It's like a glass where at the top it's fine and wonderful. In the middle, it's average. At the bottom, it's base and mediocre. And I try to stay away from anything that feels that way. Anything that has shadow associated with it, lies, deceit, misrepresentation. I stay away from people who are engaged in practices like that. Well, back to the divine, little babies and animals have a strong sense of the energy that's at the top of the glass. Mm-hmm. People who have little children can tell you that if they walk up with a baby in their arms and they try to give that child to someone with toxic energy, the baby screams like, stay away from me.
Yeah.
Alternatively, if the person has pure, clean energy, the baby almost jumps out of your arms into the person.
True.
In the same way, animals will do that.
I was going to say.
My neighbor has a big Labrador. And he recently brought his dog to my house. And I know that what I'm saying is true. His dog climbed into my lap like he was a little puppy. I don't know if you can see this. And there's his dog.
Yes. If you guys are on YouTube, you can see it. Instagram, guys, thank you so much for joining us. You can't see the picture, but when you go to YouTube, you will. Yeah, it's adorable.
It is amazing. Here is this big Labrador that climbed into my lap, and he's just lovely. And I thought, these are signs to me that I'm in a good place in the world, a good place in relationship with all of creation. Mm-hmm. And I believe that it is possible to travel among people all over the world and connect energetically like this.
Absolutely.
I think we get educated away from this kind of positive, clean energy by people who lie and steal and convince us with reasons to be afraid that we should embrace pulling back and carrying guns and locking up and all of these behaviors that are associated with toxicity. If we will embrace the light in us, it is remarkable the effect that it will have, not just on our health. By the way, at 70, I just had the best labs that I've had in more than 40 years. Blood pressure, sugar, pulse, everything. Cholesterol that had dropped 40 points. It was wonderful to have the doctor just kind of say, keep doing what you're doing, your diet, the amount of exercise, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. So when I think about spirituality are messages from the inside out, not the outside in. You don't need anybody preaching and teaching. If you can get quiet enough to listen to the voice, your inner wisdom, you will be rightly guided. And that rightly guidedness will affect every facet of your life, your mental health, your physical health, your relationships, whatever career you're called to serve humanity and the world through, you will lovingly serve in ways that will bless your life and bless others. Absolutely. That is what I believe.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you, because you are Like I said at the beginning, I'm gonna repeat it. I can repeat it again and again and again. Dr. Rubye Braye is probably the biggest inspirations in my life. I'm blessed to call you a friend, and I'm just really, really, we don't believe in coincidences. It just happened that our paths crossed in so many different ways, and I'm just excited. Like I'm jumping for joy with this new endeavor that you are in. In fact, I am thinking about the travel that is coming up for me, or I'm planning it. And Ruby immediately said, just go to this website, because the website looks like a Priceline. I mean, it's a different layout, right? But the idea is the same. Like you save on travel, and if you do it as a business, then you, as in your words, right, Ruby, you save and earn at the same time, and you serving
Yes.
people from the heart. You're not taking something away from anyone. That's like, how do we do business with integrity? For me, it's always the first question before I do any project. Is it in integrity with my personal values? And is it bringing
Yes.
value not only to me, but to everybody who is going to be involved in the project? So for me, it's super, super clear. This is what I want. And Ruby, I think it's an awesome opportunity. That's why I wanted you to share it with everybody. So whether you want to do it as a business or you want to travel yourself, all this information that Ruby gave you, how to reach out to her. I think for me, it's always, I'm the phone person. So it's 888-381-6864. But
Yes.
all the other websites and all the information, the email is going to be on YouTube in the description of the video, and on Instagram. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. On Instagram, it's also going to be, I'll just put it in the description, and that way it's going to stay there anytime you want. And you were saving, Ruby, you were saying that the savings on those platforms that you like on the websites that you are sending us to, they are significantly higher than on any other platform like Expedia, Priceline, and things like that?
Well, it's powered by Priceline. The difference is that it pays a commission when people go through our sites. So you are going to get the savings. They are negotiated savings for hotel and rental car and what do you call those places where you go on vacation, that where you can take your family for 7 days and 4 nights, in addition to resorts.
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they have places that are in the country and in the city and across the nation and international places. In fact, we're working to help one family go to Ghana for Christmas for 2 weeks. Another gentleman to go to South Africa. Mm-hmm. He wants to go with a group, so we're trying to find him a group. We can plan wedding trips, destination weddings. Can you imagine planning a destination wedding and getting a commission back for several $1,000s from your wedding instead of having to pay for a wedding? We take people to the Holy Land. We have specialists who will plan group trips for your fraternities and sororities and little baseball teams, and you name it. It is only limited by the imagination of people who travel. There's seniors who travel every week going to casinos to play bingo and all kinds of things.
Yeah.
We can help those groups go and save money. So just think about what you're already doing where you travel and spend. And either you can use my site and get the commission, or you can start a business for less than your cell phone. Can you imagine a business costing less than what you pay for a cell phone? Yes, that's what really got my attention too. So I've got some really quick little 5-minute videos that you can watch to really understand the business. And there are some training courses. You're in business, but not by yourself. I have a lady who shared this opportunity with me, and I have been amazed at how almost every day as a part-time business. She has been right here helping me and helping others who have had questions about getting started in business. So you can work a job and do it part-time and generate income. Or she was a social worker and she just said she had gone to the doctor for her annual physical and he told her that her job was killing her. It was so stressful. Imagine being a social worker in New York City with all of the things happening in the city. So it helps you improve your health. It helps you save your marriage, helps provide opportunities for your children to be able to learn about the world, opportunities for you to go pal with some of your girlfriends or guy friends, or to just see the world.
Amazing. Yes, explore the world. I think it's a brilliant idea. It doesn't take a lot of time. People can just go on a website and book yourself. And then it's just, I don't really like the expression win-win situation, but that's what it is basically.
Yes.
You're serving from the heart, you're helping others, and at the same time, you're helping yourself too. So amazing. Guys, I mean, Rubye, thank you so much for this opportunity for the world, right? Everybody who is interested, you have the information. We're gonna put it in the description on YouTube, like I said, underneath the video. And if you're on Instagram, thank you guys. I'm not taking it lightly. Everybody who is here, who is listening, thank you so much for being in our world. It's especially after COVID, so much has changed, and personal connection, even it's like this, it's just amazing, and you can't take it for granted anymore, right? So you've been watching and listening Dream Big with Zhanna, inspiring you to reignite, refire, and refuel your life. And today it was a candid conversation about the travel business at any age and how to earn and save at the same time while exploring the world. Our guest was the amazing, brilliant, beautiful. There's not enough words in this language or in any other language, and for that matter, to describe Rubye, Dr. Rubye Braye. She's just, you are the light in the world. We need more.
Thank you. Oh, Zhanna, abundant blessings to you and everybody in the audience. Much love in your lives and tender hugs.
Thank you, guys. Until next